What if I told you that the most important battle in the auto world isn't being fought on a racetrack or in a luxury showroom? What if it's being fought in school parking lots and on suburban driveways? The family SUV is the new battleground, and for years it's been a race to the bottom. A race to be the most sensible, the most practical, the most boring. Ford just decided to change the rules. This isn't just another refresh. This is a declaration of war. This is the all-new 2026 Ford Explorer. And it's here to make family driving exciting again. For decades, the Explorer has been an icon. It essentially created the modern SUV segment, but lately it's been overshadowed. Newer, fresher competitors from Korea have stolen the spotlight with bold styling and luxury features. And a new wave of electric SUVs promises a silent, tech-forward future. The old Explorer was starting to feel, well, old. It was the reliable choice, but not the desirable one. Ford knew they couldn't just tweak it. They had to tear it down and build something that would make people stop and stare. Something that would make the competition nervous. Let's start with the most obvious change: the design. Ford has completely ditched the soft, rounded look of the previous generation for something far more aggressive and chiseled. They call it command presence, and it shows. The front end is all new, with a massive hexagonal grille that varies depending on the trim. On the Platinum, it's elegant chrome. On the ST, it's a dark, menacing mesh. The headlights are a radical departure, adopting Ford's new C-clamp daytime running light signature that wraps around the fenders, giving the Explorer a permanent wide-eyed stare. The profile is where the transformation really hits you. The roofline is sleeker, the windshield is raked back, and the blacked-out A, B, and D pillars create that popular floating roof effect, making the greenhouse look lighter and more modern. But it's not just for looks. Ford's designers have increased the ground clearance and added more pronounced wheel arches, giving it a much more rugged, capable stance. It looks like it's ready for an adventure, not just a trip to the grocery store. The rear is just as bold, with a full-width light bar and a sculpted rear bumper that hides the exhaust pipes, on most trims, for a cleaner, more sophisticated look. This is an Explorer that looks like it means business. But the real revolution happens when you open the door, step inside, and you're greeted by the most radical interior ever put in a Ford mainstream vehicle. The center of attention is a massive, seamless touchscreen that combines the instrument cluster and the infotainment system into one single panoramic display. It runs Ford's latest software, which we're told is faster, more intuitive, and finally on par with the best systems from Tesla and Mercedes. The graphics are crisp, the response is instant, and the customization options are endless. But here's the genius part. Ford hasn't gone touch crazy. They've listened to the complaints. Nestled below the main screen, in a beautiful metal housing, are a row of physical clicky buttons for the climate control and the volume knob. It's the perfect blend of a digital future and analog tactility. You can control the temperature without taking your eyes off the road. It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about Ford's new philosophy. Technology should serve you, not frustrate you. The materials are a huge step up. Ford is using sustainable leather alternatives, soft-touch plastics on every surface, and real metal trim. The seats are designed for long-haul comfort, and on higher trims, they're not just heated and ventilated in the front, they offer the same treatment in the second row. And yes, the third row is now genuinely usable for adults with its own USB ports, air vents, and even a panoramic sunroof option above it. This is a cabin designed to spoil every single occupant. But the ultimate party trick is the available Pro Power onboard system. It turns the Explorer into a mobile power station. With multiple outlets throughout the cabin, including a 220-volt socket in the cargo area, you can power an entire campsite, run power tools on a job site, or even keep your essential home appliances running during a blackout. It transforms the Explorer from a people mover into a lifeline. Now let's talk about what powers this beast. Ford knows that one size doesn't fit all, so they've engineered a lineup of powertrains for every type of driver. The star of the show for most families will be the completely redesigned hybrid system. It's now a more powerful and efficient setup, pairing a 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine with an electric motor. The key improvement is the larger battery pack, which allows for a significant amount of electric-only driving at low speeds. Perfect for city driving, school runs, and saving a massive amount on fuel. Ford is targeting an estimated 35 miles per gallon combined, which would be class-leading. It's the best of both worlds, the efficiency of a hybrid for the daily grind, with the range and flexibility of a gasoline engine for road trips. But for those of us who haven't given up on fun, there's the Explorer ST. Ford's performance division has worked its magic on the 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6. For 2026, it's been massaged to produce well over 400 horsepower. It's paired with a quick-shifting 10-speed automatic transmission and a performance-tuned all-wheel drive system with a drift mode. Yes, a drift mode in a 3-row SUV. The ST gets a sport-tuned suspension, massive Brembo brakes, and a quad exhaust system that emits a thunderous, muscular roar. It's a family hauler that can embarrass sports cars at a stoplight. It's gloriously, unapologetically over the top. Both powertrains are mated to a new all-wheel drive system that is smarter than ever. It can not only send power between the front and rear axles, but also torque vector from side to side across the rear axle. This means it's incredibly stable in slippery conditions and surprisingly agile in the corners. It's a system designed to keep your family safe in a snowstorm and put a smile on your face on a winding road. So, where does this leave the 2026 Ford Explorer? It's no longer just competing with the Honda Pilot or the Toyota Highlander. With this level of design, technology, and performance, it's taking the fight directly to the class leaders, like the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade. It's even making a case against the new generation of electric SUVs like the Kia EV9, offering similar technology and space without the range anxiety or the need for a home charger. The 2026 Explorer is a masterclass in product planning. It's a vehicle that understands what modern families actually want. They want cutting-edge tech, but they also want intuitive controls. They want incredible efficiency, but they don't want to be limited by battery range. And deep down, they want a vehicle that's a little bit special, a little bit exciting, a vehicle that they can be proud to own. Ford hasn't just built a new family SUV. They've built an argument, a powerful, compelling argument that the internal combustion engine, when paired with brilliant engineering and smart technology, still has a vital role to play. The 2026 Ford Explorer isn't just here to compete, it's here to dominate. The question is no longer which family SUV is the most sensible. The question is, which one is the best? And Ford just made a very strong case for itself.